Good morning. Good morning. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's not morning time. It's afternoon. But thank you all for being here this morning. Today is Friday. Friday. The last day of the week. The last day of this trial for this week. It is Friday. They may be at lunch. Yeah, because it's 12:46 there. Okay. I'm just getting ready to drink my lemon water. You know, that's for this morning. I'm just getting started this morning. I tried to get up as early as I could, but sorry guys, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it up that time. So I have to get up when I get time. Okay? So whenever I get up, that's when I get up. Wait now. Oh, I got all my mouse back and everything. Got this one. This is the one I have been using, and I put the other one over in that this drawer over here. No, I put it in my rolling cart, my computer rolling cart last night. I took it out there and put it in my rolling cart. But now I'm so glad I got my mouse back. But I'm going to use it after the live. I'm not going to use it right now. I hate this little thing here. I really do. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get on with the matter at hand because I'm running late. I don't know whether they was running late in the courthouse like yesterday. I'm not sure. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm trying to get everything situated. My little thing to rotate my feet and I got two things up under here. One on this end of my desk and one on that end. One is a step stool, a little stool to put my feet on. And the other one is a thing to do this here. I don't know. My husband bought that for me. So let me do something, get my food together. Let me just let's get the house rules out of the way first. Okay, we'll do that. Let me welcome everybody to the Pink House. Thank you all for being here in the Pink House. Go ahead and hit that like button. Y'all, go ahead and hit that like button, okay? There's no cost in hitting that like button. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. I'm trying to open up my, I got something I shouldn't be eating first thing in the morning. Since I didn't have no donuts. My husband brought some donuts yesterday, and we didn't know who they was for. They was just sitting in an odd place on the breakfast table in the yesterday morning. I asked my daughter, this wasn't sitting there the day before. So this got there this morning. We opened up the bag. Everything else was in there but the donuts. Where's the donuts? The no donut bag with the outside, and it's like, where are they? I don't know. That was the funniest thing. And I said, your dad must have ate them up, baby girl. Didn't think we'll see this. He made a mistake and put the bag on the breakfast table. Normally he bring me donuts. He always have them for me. But that time, I guess he didn't. He slipped. He's slipping, guys. Y'all gonna, he's slipping. But anyway, let's get on with this. Oh gosh, my arm is hurting. I hope I brought some pain medicine in here, and I don't think I did. I'm gonna have to run and get some right quick. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me say thank you. And it's Friday, so I'm gonna say thank you. Make sure you go over to my second channel, Pink Global, and y'all, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Let me see how many subscribers I need. I'm very disappointed. See, when I was 2024, Pinkie, and beyond, I didn't have this problem. 2025 Pinkie got a lot of problems. I can't get my channel monetized. Okay, not this one. I'm talking about my second channel, a Pink Global. I'm just so short in getting it monetized, and it's just costing me all kind of stress and pain. I'm serious. I look at my face and it's not the same. I got stress pains. This was 2 days ago. 3 days ago. Don't let me lie. This was 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I needed 251 subscribers. 251 subscribers 3 days ago. I don't know what it is today because I haven't looked. I haven't checked. I haven't had time to do that. And I got to hit that, guys. You're really going to cause me some distress. I'm really going to be stressed out. I'm stressing now because I'm trying to get to it, and I want to decrease my stress. So y'all got to come on now. I know it's a lot of y'all in my chat that have not subscribed to the channel, and it's free. Okay, just subscribe. Okay, so I can go ahead and get over that hump and stop stressing out about it because I don't have long. I got to next month to hit it. Okay, I got to next month to hit it, and that's it. It'll be month 12. So I'm stressing out. Y'all causing me undue stress. Come on out of the bushes and hit that subscribe button, y'all, and hit that like button. It ain't gonna hurt you. If I can get up early in the morning, around 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, to get this, to report on the Diddy's trial, and that's causing me stress too, because that's time I could have been sleeping. I'm waking up early to get this stuff out to you all, and I came in here and set up my thumbnail before I started brushing my teeth this morning and washing my face. Yes, I did. And I'm getting up early. I could still be in the bed right now. I would still be, if this Diddy thing wasn't going on, I probably would just be waking up or still asleep. And if I can get up early in the morning for you all for this, at least y'all can hit the subscribe button to help. And I need 6,000 subscribers for this channel. Y'all just stressing me out, making me not even want to drink my lemon water here. But that's a lie because I'm going to drink it. I have to do this first to make sure it's not too hot. It's just right. But y'all stressing me out. And I don't need to be stressed out because I got my baby. He's going to stress me out all day today. And the doggone dogs and everybody going to be stressing me out today. Come on, guys. Y'all don't know what it's like to have dogs, 2 dogs, a baby, and then you're trying to run your YouTube channels and stuff, and it's stressful, especially with this trial going on. Okay, so come on, guys, hit that like button. Let me just check and see if y'all done it, because y'all stressing me out. Okay. Hi, Renita. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm fine. I'm fine. How do you do? I have to sing that stuff to Phoenix. That's why I'm singing it. Renita saying hello to the chat. Hi, TNT. Thank you. Thank you all guys for being here. I'm so doggone stressed. Y'all gonna cause me to have the doctor one day. I'm gonna go into the doctor for my annual, and he's gonna say, Pinkie, you got high blood pressure. And I'm gonna say, doctor, you know I don't have high blood pressure. And he say, I know you don't either. But something went wrong. Somebody, when you came last time and did your blood work, somebody stressed you out. And he's gonna ask me who did it. And I'm gonna say my social media did it. Then he's going to tell me to stop social media. So because I don't want you to have high blood pressure. And I say, I never had it. He said, I know. What the heck you doing with high blood pressure? I'm going to say, these people give it. I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to have to close this window, because every time I look up, I'm looking out this window. Okay, so y'all, come on, let's do better. Help me. Ooh, Lord, y'all causing me stress. Causing me undue stress. I'm trying to do something. See, I can't even type right now because I'm so stressed out. See that? Yuck. I can't even type. Oh, Lord, I'm not going to type nothing else. See, I can't even type. I'm so stressed. And I stress my husband out too, because I tell him I need to hit my goal for YouTube. Y'all content creators know what I'm talking about. You have to hit YouTube's goal. And I got to hit my goal, guys. I cannot be stressed out like this. Y'all stressing me out. Come on now. Let's hit that like button. Come on out of the bushes and hit that like and subscribe button. It don't even cost you a thing. I got to go get me my pain medicine. My shoulder's hurting. Y'all got me stressed out, got my shoulder hurting and everything. Yes, I told you not to let people stress you out. I know you did. Well, I'm stressed because I know I got a lot coming up for starting today. Baby gonna be all over the place. The dog's gonna be all over the place, and my shoulder is hurting, and I'm trying to hit my goal and everything. Don't be stressed, hubby out. Don't be stressing hubby out also. Well, I don't even have no donuts this morning. You know what I'm eating in place of donuts, guys? Let me show you something. This. I could have got a chocolate one, but I didn't want chocolate. This is banana. A moon pie with my lemon water. That don't make much sense. You see? Well, at least he got my lemon water ready. But I don't have no... Y'all don't know how stress it is when you wake up in the morning and you don't have no food fixed. Nobody fixed you anything. Sometimes you got to stress out about your water, your lemon water and stuff. My thoughts. Good afternoon, Pinkie Chat and Mars. Thank you. I'm going to stop getting stressed. Thank you for coming in, my thoughts. I know, but y'all got to remember, See, this is the face of a stressed woman. Okay, let me get on to this Diddy stuff. Maybe I'll get some joy seeing him may get kicked out. Oh, let me just be good. Okay, let me go ahead. Let's see what's going on outside the courtroom first. Okay, we got to see what's going on outside before we get started. Okay. Oh Lord. And then while I put this on, I'm gonna go get my pain medicine so I can take it for my shoulder because my shoulder been hurting again. Okay. That rotator cuff still ain't healed. My thoughts. Hello. Thank you. Let me put this on. Okay. This is okay. This is live day 7. Oh, let me bring it up for you all. I forgot. I shouldn't. I missed out on doing this. Let me show you guys. We're on day 17. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We're on day 17. Day 17. Jane Doe. She's had graphic testimony. She says she's going to continue. And let me let y'all see this. See these people here? They're trying to talk to this Dittler here to let him know that I hope everybody saw my video last night. I dropped a video last night because the judge wasn't having it. The judge told Diddy's attorney that if he don't stop nodding over there at the jury, making faces over there at him, smiling at him, trying to get their attention and stuff, trying to influence the jury or make threats to him by staring at him, letting them know, if you don't side my way, if you don't go my way, I'm going to get you. But I'm just adding that part in. But anyway, the judge told his attorney that he could be kicked out of the jury room, out of the courtroom for the rest of the entire trial if he doesn't get his client in check. Diddy ain't used to nobody telling him what to do or getting himself in check. But he didn't think the judge saw what he was doing. No, judge know what you doing, ninja. Judge see you. Just because he's running this trial, you ain't running him. He running you for the first time. Somebody is running you. Now, you may be running your attorneys the whole time. In my opinion, I think he's the one that's running his own trial when it comes to his defense team. He ain't telling them what to do and how. They ain't telling him what he needs to do and this and that and what their game plan is. He telling them. And you got to remember, Diddy is not an attorney. He have not went to law school. He don't know nothing about law. Okay? So you got high-powered people that you're paying millions of dollars for to the point that you are almost broke, that you got to go sell your clothes. You see what I'm saying? They're costing you a lot of money. You better go and do what you need to do. Sit yourself down in that chair. I don't care whether you cross your legs or not, but sit yourself down in that chair and leave them people alone. The jurors don't need no help from you. They don't need you to stare them down, give them that unalive look. Yeah, but that's what he's trying to do. Influence the jury by any means necessary. And think because can't nobody tell me what to do. This is Diddy's world, and you just got to serve me. No, Ninja, you in the judge's world. This is the judge courtroom. You're gonna have to sit there and act right. And I hope he keep it up so he can get his butt kicked out. It don't matter to me. Keep it up. Do it again today and see what happens. Judge ain't playing with you. He ain't like those people that keep giving you chance after chance to mess up. He ain't playing with you. You can't influence him at all. So keep it up. Bravo, keep it up. Kick his butt on out. But anyway, now I dropped that video last night so y'all can see it. And if you haven't saw it, y'all got to make sure you see that too. And thank you for the people that have watched it. Now, let me just say this. Today is a nasty graphic testimony that that the witness Jane is accounting that took place with the diddler, and I figured out who Jane is. I went back. I know who Jane is, but I would not tell nobody who Jane is because identity is supposed to be kept a secret. Okay, so nobody would not hear who Jane is by me reading the transcripts and listening to a interview. Oh, the same thing she was saying was the same thing the testimony was, dates and everything. And so, oh, I know this. I know who that is. So I just verified it with myself. But I promise I would not tell anybody. So y'all not going to get it out of me. No. Okay? Because I am bound by the law, my law. Pinkie's law say, Pinkie ain't going to tell nobody. You got to figure it out yourself. Don't come asking me because I'm not going to tell you. But let's see what's going on in this courtroom right quick. Okay? They probably, it's 1:07. They may still be at lunch or coming back. Depends on what time the court started. Okay? Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's go ahead. This is Law and Crime Network with Jesse Weber. This is day 17. Day 17. No, day 18 on mine. Oh, is this one from yesterday? Nevertheless. Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's see what's going on. I'm so glad they don't have those rainy days this week. This week seems like it's been a good day. Now, it's not muted. They're not saying anything. It's not a rainy day today. Oh, let me try to eat some of this. But I'm going to put my avatar up. Let me see. It's sunny here in New York City. Supposed to go to 90 degrees. But programming notes. U.S. versus Sean Combs testimony. Still, they got, what is this? Her name is Brianna on Cross. Then Santos in June. Won't start until 11 a.m. with lawyers' arguments at 10:30 or so. None of these filings on June docket. This must be, yeah. Let me just check and see. I was pulling up. I thought I pulled up the right one from today. Let me just pull it down just to check, okay? While I check that, I may let you all go ahead and watch. We'll listen to Inner City Press. You know, Inner City Press got all the transcripts and everything Okay, so we're gonna listen. This is today, Inner City Press. Okay, June 6th. So we're gonna see what's going on. Inner City Press gives you all the latest updates. All right. Um, this is Matt. U.S. versus Sean Combs, Jane Doe, second day. Jane Doe, which is Jane, her second date on the stand. Okay, so and then after he's going to go into talking about some other stuff, but our main thing is to hear what he got. It's only 4 minutes long and 10 seconds, but our main thing is to hear what he says about the Diddy. Okay. And we're just going to hear that while I take a bite of my medicine. Not take a bite, take a bite of my little sweet food here. All right. Don't don't be talking about it because this is what I got to eat here. I don't have nobody right now to fix me something to eat. Okay. Soon as somebody gets here and fix me some food, then Pinkie will be happy again. Okay. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'll be happy as soon as somebody fix me something to eat. So until then, we're going to listen to Matt, Inner City Press. Let me see. Here we go, guys. And let me know whether you can hear it or not, because it's only 4 minutes long, so you can't wait 10 minutes into it and say, Pinkie, I can't hear it. Then Pinkie gonna look at you like you're crazy because Pinkie know. Oh, ooh, I was gonna play this video for y'all, but I thought about it. Then if I play it, then everybody know who Jane Doe is, right? So I can't play it. I was listening to it on my phone, and but if I do that, then everybody know who she is. So I can't do that. I just thought about it. Okay. Here we go, guys.
Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Friday, June 6th, 2025. We're heading in. Is it day 18? I can't keep track of it anymore. The U.S. versus Sean Combs.
He said he can't keep track of it. I have to go back and look at my old thumbnails because I can't keep track of it no more. So many days. Oh, my Lord. Okay.
Trial. We're heading in for the continued all-day direct testimony of anonymous victim 2, Jane. Get back to that in a moment because the day began yesterday with the continued cross-examination of Vanna Bongalan, whose testimony, most to the point, was that she was dangled off the balcony by Combs in Cassie Ventura's 17th floor Los Angeles apartment. Nicole Westmoreland was in Cassie Ventura's away. She got Bongalan to say a number of times that she couldn't embrace an entire sentence. So can you repeat? Are you lying? Can you repeat that? Can you repeat the question? But then she came out with the zinger, which is that on the day that Bongalan had said that this took place, Combs was apparently paying for a $2,300 a night hotel suite in Trump International Hotel here in New York, up by Columbus Circle, and a $281 breakfast. I don't know why this was on the exhibit. They tried to rehabilitate that by saying, no, here was a text from Cassie Ventura to Christina Coram on September 30th, 4 days later, saying it had just happened. But I was left not really understanding the dates. But that doesn't really matter because they've shown the bag of cash. They've shown the $20,000. But Jane, I'm glad I'm almost at the courthouse because it's difficult. We're not supposed to identify in any way, and I respect the order. The judge said that even by notes or sketch, I don't really know even what you're supposed to be able to write, but it's clear to me. Well, I've reported on hip hop cases in the past, so I know a lot of these sites. It's clear to many who the person is. We're not reporting it, and we're not going to. But it becomes, I don't know what the law is on you want to be respectful. You want to be respectful. At the same time, the identity might actually go to part of the what the defense is, at least what the public perception of the motivation is. So I'm not trying to dance around. I'm just saying it's troubling to me, and I wish this is the kind of thing. We've done one filing in this case to make sure that things were docketed, even though we got an order to that effect. It hasn't actually been happening. We never knew which exhibits or which of the birthday video were admitted because everything was sealed. In any case, enough on combs. Although you're going to be seeing the live feed, and you'll be having not the book. Week 4 will be out, I believe, later today after the testimony, sometime as fast as possible, because there's a lot of people saying that. I haven't seen Billy Joel, but there are a lot of names. Anytime somebody's name is mentioned, even en passant, there's a website that says they testify with devastating. So then I try to shoot it down. That said, there was a big case yesterday. Chung, the Columbia student, won a preliminary injunction against deportation, even on other grounds, by Judge Buchwald. I don't know if the administration is going to appeal to the Second Circuit. I don't know if they do very well. There have been 2 decisions against them. So, Chung. And the UN, we have a huge series on the head of the Human Rights Office, Volker Turk, a man who was a pencil pusher in UN headquarters and did nothing when the press was thrown out. Well, turns out his whole operation is based on nepotism and inside connections and conflicts of interest. And so we've been publishing it, and we've asked the UN to answer it, and they haven't at all. I think they just assume they could just go on in their world saying Volker is a great guy. His own staff are saying, you're out of control. You're taking all the money and using the organization for your own political ends to try to run for office in Austria. Today, the UN is closed for Eid, so we'll get back. We're going to write a story probably, but they're underperforming, and they need to fix it out. Okay, we're going in for U.S. versus Trump.
Okay, guys. That was Inner City Press, Matt. And let me, I'm just glad they ain't got no rain today. Let's see what else is going on. Let me pause this here. And I think this one is, he's got date 17. It's date 18. Let me see. Did I pull up the wrong one? I think I did. Let me just check, guys. But while I'm checking with this, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one here, since that is the wrong one. No, I can't do that like that. Oh, okay. Yes, I can. Y'all just give me 1 second. Okay. This is, let me see. Make sure this is the, give me 1 second. Now, yesterday we had Jane Doe to testify. She's Jane. She go by Jane Doe. She don't want the dough. She makes you sound like, she makes it sound crazy. So everybody just been for. Did I just spin? Did my video just take a spin? I think it did. Okay. But anyway, I don't know what's going on. This bad booger better get his life together, because we ain't doing that here. Okay. This is the Okay, day 18, I found it. Okay. Oh, y'all need to hear it again. Y'all need to hear it. I'm coming to it. This is live. They got the experts on weighing in Law and Crime live from talking about the trial. Okay. USA versus Sean Combs, day 18. I ain't playing with y'all. Let me just do this right quick. So here we go, guys. Let me make it bigger. I'm just trying to make it bigger and do everything else. Let me just put this in here. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let me go back. Because once I put this in, enlarge it, it takes away some things that I need to be working on. So that's why it's taking me a little while. So y'all just be quiet. Yes. Don't say nothing. Just act right. Okay. We're going to just act right. Okay. And here we go. Now, wait now. Let me do it again. They are live now. Okay, guys? But I only paused it for a second so I can get it up. And then we can catch up.
And that's where we got to get to. And I think that's the discussion you have to have. I mean, it's not really business discussing. Just the Alexander brothers, which we covered extensively on Sidebar. The question is he transforming? These one-night stands, these relationships. What conduct that could necessarily be charged at the state level, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? I know what I'm saying. It's just a question of where you're at here.
Can y'all hear that?
Nina, this is from Lisa Gould. And this is something I've wondered as well. When will KK, so Christina Coram, Sean Combs' reported former chief of staff, who's come up like in every single, not every single day, but almost in every single witness's testimony, when will KK be on the stand? That's the next bombshell. She's got to take the stand, right?
That's the question. I'm hearing she's actually, and this is all hearsay. None of this is factual. I want to say that before I say this. But I'm hearing that she's actually talking to the government. Again, I don't know if this is factual, but that will really influence this case if she is, and then she does take the stand.
I first of all, let's be clear, Mauricio, if she takes the stand, how many people have been offered immunity so far? And sometimes you have to wonder, why are they being offered?
So it's 3 so far.
Well, she's talking about possessing drugs, distributing drugs, okay, kind of get it. Eddie Garcia, this former hotel security officer, explicitly said that he took a $100,000 bribe to split two other people. They showed the video footage of Combs reportedly beating Cassie. Would be given to Combs. I can understand why he needs protection. Christina Coram takes the stand. She's got to have protection, right? I mean, we're talking a racketeering conspiracy case. Who are the co-conspirators? Is it KK, based on what you've heard so far? Is it somebody else? Who are the co-conspirators in this criminal enterprise, Mauricio?
The majority of people that I've heard testify, including Jane, for her role in contacting these sex workers and paying from her own pocket to have them transported, and then he would pay them back, and KK, and all these people that helped Sean Diddy Combs, take part in these free cops transport drugs. And that's one way, when we were talking about earlier about why would everybody lie, I'm sure the defense is going to say a lot of people are lying to cover up their own illegal activity. They're lying to cover up their own lack of morality. They're trying to blame Diddy on certain things that they did that they're uncomfortable with, because now the light of publicity is shined on the case. I mean, those are the type of things that the defense.
Question from Donnie ZTV. Okay, Joe, could Diddy still get a plea deal? How much time? It's very different from talking about a plea deal before trial starts. Very different talking about a plea deal after multiple witnesses, including the star witness, Cassie, and now in the middle of the testimony of Jane. I think a plea deal would still be on the table?
They could do a deal all the way up to deliberations, but the point would be, why would the government offer him a deal now? Well, ask that question is, why would they pay for it, right? If I'm him and I'm already fighting for my life, and you know there's already been plea deal discussions, and I am certain that they were looking for a double-digit prison sentence, 85% of which he would do because it's in federal. So there's kind of nothing to talk about. So unless that got a whole lot better, I don't know why he does it. I mean, you know, as it pertains to the charges themselves, I think the transportation is the quote easiest, for lack of a better term. But the question becomes whether the jury takes all of that and gets rid of the whole kit and caboodle. I think it's a little bit of an all or nothing proposition. And standing back, the government doesn't say face if they get in to take a double-digit sentence. He's not going to take a double-digit sentence. So even though theoretically a deal could happen, I don't know that it happens because the sides would be too far apart, and they were too far apart in the first place. And the state side is a little bit easier because somebody can do half, you know, and get out. Somebody can get probation and get out. You know, those type of things. I just don't see that happening because everybody's too ground in. So it could happen, but I don't.
Got a question from Lisa5472. Jesse Weber, if one of the jurors an attorney, if so, this would be very helpful in helping fellow jurors to understand the law. I don't believe any of the jurors are lawyers. We have one, I believe, is a massage therapist, investment analyst, scientist, dental clerk, nursing home aide, who's clerk at a correctional facility, once retired.
We had went over all the everybody on the jury. We had went over one of my lives, what all their what they do. We went over whether they was male or female, what they do their for a living, their occupation, and then we went over their ages. We went over the entire list of people on the jury. I don't remember what video that was. I'll try to find it or see do I still have that slide, because I did have it in a slide showing me. And if anybody remember that video that I did, put it up in the chat. Let me know, and I'll pull it up so we can go ahead and go over who they are. Okay, because that's very important, and we can talk about it.
Social worker, bank analyst, treatment coordinator, physician's assistant, the ultimate architect, someone's employed, physician, nonprofit employee, site operator, officer of an international organization. Very, very diverse group of people. Of walks of life. Okay, Mauricio, question for you. This is from I Do Voodoo One again. Very, very generous of a question. Thank you so much for submitting. At the beginning of charges, alluding to all the celebrities involved, do you think it was all hype? It's a good question, right? Why is there so much interest in this case? Obviously, the trial, the allegations are insane. But this would be day in, day out. It's like shower, so Adobe, it's pretty disgusting stuff. I didn't get into details from Jane's testimony today, but I think one of the big questions is, who are the celebrities going to be named? Who's going to testify? Is it like Jeffrey Epstein? You know, there's a list. People at the parties. I feel like that was one of the big things here.
So the question is, I don't understand the question. Just repeat it.
At the beginning of charges, alluding to all the celebrities involved, do you think it was all hype? Like, I guess I don't know if they alluded to every celebrity involved. I don't remember the prosecutors saying that.
Can I get y'all go ahead and hit that like button? If you have not hit the like button coming in, can I go ahead and get everybody to hit that like button? Because the likes are not matching up. Can y'all hit that like button for me? It would and it's free, remember.
What is it? As a defense, a criminal defense attorney, if the government says something, if the government names a person, a celebrity, and they don't produce them, that's cannon fodder for closing. Like, you heard them say, you know, that so-and-so was, was involved, or you heard them say that this person was involved. Did you see them bring them and testify in court? No, and then that's something that the defense will certainly use for advantage. I think rule of thumb is, if the government is going to bring up a name, especially a celebrity, they should come and put it in the box. Because if not, I think that's inappropriate, and I think it could blow in the face.
By the way, one of the things I love about the Lunchtime Show is not only do we take your questions, but we get live reporting from court subsidies and we get a real-time update about what's happening in court, and we can break it down in real time. So they're officially back in session. Prosecutor Green Combs says this afternoon we're going to be showing some explicit exhibits in binders, so not on the counsel screen, but counsel can see that. Judge says, okay, bring the witness and the jury. And that's necessary. Right, Joe? This is a very sensitive case with sensitive evidence.
Very sensitive case with sensitive evidence. And one of the things that even the prosecutors were talking about before is they wanted some things not to be shown right away, et cetera. And so because they were worried about some, they they needed to redact and some of those types of things. So much so that even some of the information that's being presented and that's made available is made available after testimony. So it's really important to try to preserve as much as possible, both anonymity as well as understanding that some of this is super explicit, so there's a whole lot more to lose, as it were, if it slips out, gets out into the media, those types of things. So they're watching that quite a bit.
Nina, back to you. This is a question from Tia215. Jesse, question, is Young Miami going to be testifying? Now, Young Miami came up, I believe, in one of the lawsuits, but I haven't heard anything about Young Miami yet, unless I missed something.
Yeah, same. I don't think that Miami will be testifying in this case. And she actually did come up in that Little Rod lawsuit. I think that I
don't know why Young Miami was she was one of the allegedly females that would help facilitate SEX slaves. She was one of the ones that would help bring the drugs, make sure he got the drugs. And one of the people allegedly from a video that I saw where she instructed this other female, I don't know who, to try to force herself on Little Rod in front of her in the diddler, allegedly, but I saw the video. So let me Terry, hi Pinkie in chat. Happy Friday as usual. Working and listening. Already hit the like button. Thank you for hitting that like button. Guys, for the rest of you that have not hit that like button, can you go ahead and hit that like button coming in, because things are not matching up. Can you do that for me? Or if you're in the bushes, go ahead and hit that like button.
really need to stick to the victim. Young Miami has been very
Drive, work safely. I mean, Terry.
Like it's been unpleasant or a criminal relationship. So I think it would be wise for the prosecution to really bring on the stand actual women and victims and men. There could have been men as well that fit the criteria that they're trying to get them guilty on.
So we're back in session. Prosecutor Tony asks Jane, okay, so have you seen this man? Sean brought him to our hotel room in LA. I was in a robe and lingerie, the whole wardrobe I usually have. What happened in the living room and suite? I knew this was something I could not fake. Just let me go back to you. What are you taking away from this level of coercion that she did not want to be a part of these sex acts? It's not as strong yet as held me against my will, beat me up until I was forced to do these things. But there is, I think, what she's trying to demonstrate, a level of pressure or a level of she didn't want to do it, but she didn't really have a choice. I don't know. You tell me. Are you getting a sense of coercion here?
I'm not getting a
Thank you, Terry.
And I am. Sometimes I try not to be biased, but I firmly believe that when Kathy got on the stand, that was very powerful. I'm not seeing the coercion here. They have to show that she didn't want to do this anymore. In Cassie's situation, there's a video of her not wanting to participate, running away. We're seeing him kick her, and we're seeing him bring her back to the hotel. We're getting testimony from the security guard that said that she wanted to leave and Diddy did not allow her. We're not seeing that here. There's one thing for you not to want to do something, but you can always walk away. It becomes criminal if someone does not allow you to walk away. Mm-hmm. I think that they were very, very good at making sure that they hit that point with Cassie. Many a time she tried to walk away, she could not, whether she was forced or coerced or extorted. We're still waiting to see that here. Her saying,
I want to say, y'all, this is live. This is live with the experts. This is Law and Crime, Jesse, live with his experts. So they're talking about, and this is day 18. They're talking about what's going on right now in the courtroom, but they're also reading questions from people that are texting in messages or sending them, from their message board or whatever. They're answering those questions. So this is live, okay? They're going to show back outside the courtroom. So what you all are watching is what's going on. They're coming live and letting us know what's going on inside the courtroom.
Anymore. That's not enough. You could have said no. Now, I don't know if that's the case. We have to wait. She's still on the stand. We don't know, where the story is going. but we have to see something, force something. I will say though, it's really important to know that there's a pattern going on here, and I think that the prosecution is going to really hone in on that. He's giving these women drugs and then opening them up to have sex with prostitutes and flying them around. There's something to be said about that organization and that pattern.
And by the way, they can be victim of racketeering even if they don't believe that they engage in sex trafficking. There are a lot of other underlying crimes if they believe that they engage in just a general pattern of illegal conduct and maybe abusing women. That can be sufficient. And they can say, you know, we think that he engaged in bribery, we think he engaged in obstruction, we think he engaged in kidnapping, we think he engaged in forced labor, arson, what have you, drug offenses. That can be sufficient. But I do also say, I think the transportation to engage in prostitution, that's going to be very difficult for them to defend the fight. Okay, prosecutor asks Jane, what do you mean? I was repulsed by it. I tried for 30 minutes, and I told Sean, can I talk to you in the bedroom? There, I told him I can't. I tried again, but no. I told Sean, I'm sorry. How did Sean respond? Agitated. Joe, is that enough?
No, not by itself. And to the point that's been made, they've got to connect that agitation to something that takes her to a place where they're demonstrating that she's been forced to do something, that she's being coerced into doing something, right? You know, the fact that he's agitated doesn't make him criminally liable in and of itself. I can be agitated too. We all get agitated. Right?
Yeah.
So what a great point. This looks a little bit different than Cassie's testimony, right? There's some things that you can extract from Cassie's testimony.
To me, they're still proving the same thing during their relationship with the Diddler. Hi, Impetitious. Thank you for coming in. Happy Friday. Thank you for coming in. And I see that you did watch that video last night that I dropped. A few of you all did. I think TNT, I think you watched that video last night that I dropped on the nodding, Diddy nodding at the jurors. Hi, Miss Missy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody. Thank you all for showing up again today. And I appreciate you all being here yesterday, but thank you all again for showing up for day 5, which is day 5 of this week, Friday. Day 18 of the trial, though. It's day 18 of the trial, Friday, June 6th, should I say it like that? All right. Thank you all for showing up. Now, after this, they won't have trial again until Monday. But all weekend, I will be dropping there's other things that I need to drop about this case, and I will be dropping those little short videos. Okay. Thank you guys. And Impetitious and Misty, this is live. So this is Jesse with Law and Crime. Him and his experts are talking about what's going on in the courtroom as we speak. So, all right.
That show that she did not want to be there, okay? You know, even though she loved him, even though there are times that she did, there are times she's taking him with him and taking ups and downs and this and that. That video is very, very powerful. And if you don't have anything like this here, it makes it a little bit harder to connect the dots. They're still on the road, but it's difficult.
No, I think after that video, the jury could say, I don't know how she really consented to that. Did she really? You know, is she a traumatized victim who couldn't even appreciate what role she was in?
What role?
I did a sidebar that came out earlier about how that video, that event, the circumstances surrounding that event, what flowed from that event could possibly prove every charge in this case. So I encourage everybody to check it out if you're interested. Okay. Jane then says, this just happened in court. Then another man came. Question, did Sean talk to you first? No. Who's this? A man I met in New York. I told him I didn't want to go to New York if it was just to set me up with a man. He said no, one-on-one, so I went. I got a question for you, Mauricio. This is from Olivero Nicole. Here we go. Are the prosecutors preparing some ace up their sleeve, some witness who will be quite strong? So first of all, interesting to hear that question because it seems to be that the case isn't quite strong. So is there somebody that they're waiting to call, maybe as their last witness to tie everything together?
I mean, as a rule of thumb, they always want to end with a strong witness. So I'm assuming, yeah, they're going to have, their best, or, they always start with their best and then they're going to end with like their second best. So yeah, I would anticipate that they have a really strong witness. The prosecution always wants to lead the jury with a strong witness so that they can go and when they go through their deliberations, they have that fresh in their mind. So I would anticipate that, yeah, that they do have a strong witness. And touching on Jane's testimony, even though, a lot of her testimony may not prove force, fraud, or coercion, if she is believable, it really is helping the jury understand the type of person that Diddy is, and really like destroying his character even further. Because even if they don't prove that it was, forced fraud or coercion, there's still other crimes that they can use their testimony to prove. And the jury's sitting there, and even if they don't think that, listen, I don't think you're a victim, but I don't think that, that Diddy was acting appropriately and pretty much furthering the jury's disgust with this man, which at this point, they've heard so much, all these weeks that I think the defense is going to really have a really hard time, bringing them back from that.
Joe, this is a good super chat question. I mean, they're all great questions. This one's really interesting. And so thank you from Flip to Freedom. To prove racketeering, I thought profit is needed. Is it needed, or is it, hey, our common goal was to benefit Sean Combs, and if he's benefited, we all benefit. Do you need profit?
No, not necessarily. I mean, RICO is racketeering is engaging in a legal scheme. Your legal scheme could ultimately end up failing financially, or as someone equates success. So having profit, now could that help you prove that as you're dealing with the elements, as you're showing the criminal enterprise? You're showing that there's a lot of money at stake. You're showing this is why you're keeping things up, because you made $1 million and you did X, Y, or Z. Could potentially help you, yes, but is it absolutely necessary? No, it's not. Because then what I would do, if I'm criminal X, I just make sure my enterprise didn't make any money. That way I knew I couldn't be prosecuted for racketeering. So
That's a good point. Okay, super chat question from 1989. Mina, I'll throw this to you. Is there any proof that Sean Combs is indeed in jail? Things can get really corrupt, and I can imagine that after every day, after court, he gets in a hideout place somewhere through an underground tunnel.
Oh, I doubt it. If that's the case, I think he would be the first. I mean, what's the drug cartel guy that does?
Chapo.
El Chapo. I don't think he's El Chapo, but
Well, here's the thing.
in 1989.
Here's the thing. They're complaining all the time about his circumstances in jail at the NDC. But he doesn't have the money to speak with his attorneys. Look at his appearance. If he really was living the high life, you think he'd be wearing a gray beard right now? You think he'd be looking like this? Apparently, I think I asked Elizabeth this. He might have lost weight. There is nothing to indicate that he's not in jail. Nothing to indicate whatsoever. By the way, if the prosecutors had found that out, you think that would be part of this case? That would be part of this case. So, no, nothing to indicate that he's not in jail. Okay, this is an update from court. Prosecutor Comey asks, did you get Wi-Fi on the plane? Yes, Sean sent me a text. Do you want entertainment tonight? How did you feel? Disappointed. I thought of seeing my lover was shot down. Where did you go in New York? The Trump Hotel. Jane continues. I saw the assistant setting up the room with red lights for a hotel night and took this photograph. It's a photo that's not shown to the gallery. What happened next? I told Sean, I don't want to do this. He was just like super defensive. I mean, a few things here. So again, she seems to be putting up a level of resistance. Again, I don't know if it means force, fraud, coercion. What it does do is it emphasizes the idea of him using his staff, right? The idea of him using his assistants. We're talking about a criminal enterprise and him using the resources of his business and his employees to further potential criminal activity, whether or not it's sex trafficking or just prostitution. Those parts are interesting for the jury to hear, no?
Yeah, and we've seen that from other people on the stand as well. I mean, it's clear that he's using bodyguards, he's using assistants, he's using people from Revolve Films, he's using people from Bad Boy. I mean, he's using employees from all aspects of his enterprise to carry out allegedly these very nefarious and criminal activities. And look, no means no, right? But when it becomes sex trafficking that we're talking about, right, there has to be those three things we keep mentioning: force, fraud, or coercion. If she can say, hey, I said no and you hit me, or I said no and if there's some kind of repercussion, like, okay, well, if you don't do this, some kind of exchange where she's being bribed or extorted, we need to see that, right? And then that, along with Cassie's testimony, will be very strong. But we're still getting there. I think we're all waiting to see it.
Like, there were two concrete examples of sex trafficking, I think, for Cassie. I keep repeating this, but I think it's something the prosecution will really focus on. One, the 2016 episode, in the sense that you see him beating her up, dragging her back to the direction which she came, wearing a towel. The allegation was she had just left the freak off. So you have a commercial sex worker, you have violence being used, and if you accept the fact that this is another location where she was transported for purposes of freak offs, that seems to be sex trafficking. I think another example is being on a plane, so now you're traveling, him allegedly sitting next to her, showing her a video of a freak off where she claims she felt trapped, he threatened to release it. They land. Shortly after he demands a freak off, he gets a freak off. Again, I think that fits the elements of sex trafficking. I see where they're going right now with different locations, sex workers, what just happened now, talking about drugs, right? Jane just said on the stand on the way back to the room, Sean gave me a pill. What was it? Ecstasy. I took it. The man was in the room. We had small talk. I let the man touch my leg a little bit. I took Sean to the bedroom and told me I can't do this. So you're seeing the resistance. You're seeing the lack of consent. You're seeing drugs. You're seeing pressure. Is this sex trafficking? I mean, we shall see. Okay, Mauricio, I got a question for you. This is from Paul Franti. Jesse, if Diddy's found guilty on all charges, what would be a reasonable sentencing to expect? Mauricio.
I'm thinking 20 years. I mean, the federal judge that's hearing this case, considering everything that he's heard, I would think around 20 years, 15 to 20 years.
Ooh.
Minimum.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
15. Sex trafficking is
What do you all think in terms of years if he's found guilty? In terms of years, what do you think? 15 years, 20 years, life, or what? Or 20, 25, 30, 40 years to life, 50 to life, or a lifetime? Just 100 years, a lifetime. Okay, tell me in the chat, what do you all think that he can get for this RICO? Okay, I would love to know.
Yeah, you're right. So maybe 20.
Yeah.
20.
Listen, I don't know the guidelines. I haven't sorted out, but yeah, I would think 20 years.
25 to life.
A judge could probably say this, and I think 20.
He's saying the one at the top in the gray suit at the top. He's saying 20. You're saying 25 to life. I'm thinking about 25 to life or 20 to life too. 25 to life. If it's under that, I think a lot of people are going to be heartbroken. A lot of people is going to be devastated.
How old is he? He's 25.
55.
Yeah,
Look,
he's
I mean,
25. Old man Diddy.
yeah, I mean, look, he's a racketeer. He's life in prison. I mean, Joe, you think he'd get life in prison if he was convicted of racketeering?
I don't know. It's certainly it's possible, but I just don't know that they would necessarily give him life. To your point, there's a maximum of life on that charge. On transportation, engagement, prostitution, there's a maximum of 10 years. So if he's prosecuted that, he gets a little bit less time. And the racketeering, we talk about maximum of life, sex trafficking by force, maximum of life, but mandatory minimum of 15. So I think that he's well into the
25
double-digit years if he is convicted on
25,
right, either because it's mandatory or because the judge can't do it.
35 years.
Know that the judge absolutely gives him life. I think it's a little bit more likely to happen if he gets convicted of everything.
See, here's the problem with Jane's testimony again. She just said that she can't do this, and if Combs grabbed her hair, threw her back in the room, that's a strong case. Because what just happened, I'm reading this right. The prosecutor says, "How did Sean react?" Jane says, "Agitated. I called another performer." Why? That's a hard question. At that point in the relationship, I knew that's what my partner would want. Was Sean paying your rent? Yes. Did he mention it? See, so let me get some final thoughts here. Where are we at with Jane's testimony? Where are we at with this case right now? I'll start with you.
I think the prosecution is building a strong case. I have to really remind people that even if Diddy does not get life, say he gets the minimum, which is 10 years on one count, that's still a lot for a man who has lived this jet-setting life where he's doing drugs, having parties, traveling all over the world. It's still a significant punishment for someone who's lived the life that he's lived. I mean, even when they were, they were discussing some of the pretrial stuff, it seemed like he wanted to get to it, right? Because he wants to get out of jail, especially when they didn't grant him bail. So for someone of his stature who's lived the life that he's lived, 10 years is going to be extremely hard for him to do. I see the prosecution building their case. They're starting to build the RICO, the organized crime, and we are starting to see some of the other things coming into play, the transportation for sex, which we've mentioned. But I think they really need to outline the sex trafficking part of it. I think it's very clear with Cassie, and I think that if they can get someone else to really corroborate that, I think it's a home run here.
So from court, there's rejection. The judge says the time frame of paying the rent. The prosecutor says, "Was this after Sean started paying your rent?" Yes, I called Sly. He was excited. We did work that night from Atlanta. What happened? It was nice. We had sex in front of Sean at the Trump Hotel. See, yeah, Mauricio, it was nice. It's not good for the prosecution's case. And then having to reiterate, he was paying your rent, right? He was getting you an allowance, a love contract. And keep having to reiterate to this jury how this was coercive, right?
But guys, y'all got to. I want y'all to remember this. Sean tend to start paying everybody's rent that he's got and doing things with. He did that with all of the girlfriends. He paid their rent, or or the worker have them to move in with him. That's his form of control. If he's paying your rent, that means he can come and go when he gets ready. He's controlling you. He's letting you know who can come in and who can come to your place. That's no more than a form of control. And by him paying your rent, those are small pennies to him. Whatever your rent is. You see what I'm saying? If this man is filthy rich, him paying your rent don't mean nothing to him. No, he doing that for control. That's a form of control. And they thinking, oh, he paying my rent. No, he's controlling you. That's controlling your place, controlling you. He's getting that control established right away. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. He does it to everybody. And if he doesn't pay your rent, he moves you in. You have to work from his place, move into his home so he can control you. It's not a good guy thing. Just think, because he's paying you rent, he ain't doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah, but listen, if Jane comes off as an honest witness, she's still helping the prosecution because she's solidifying this obsession that Diddy has with male sex workers and like proving that, yeah, well, you know what? She didn't check off all the boxes for forced coercion, but if you believed her, then you must believe that Diddy is obsessed with sex workers and these freak offs and having 2, 3, 4 guys have sex with her. So, you know,
he liked watching those men's wings.
You know, the forced fraud or coercion, and in the end, the jurors are gonna have to, you know, say guilty or not guilty regarding a person like him. And anytime that you chip away at someone's character, anytime that the jury looks at them and is like, man, I can't believe this guy's so disgusting, that hurts you. As a defense attorney, that really hurts you because juries at the end of the day, they make simple decisions, and if they don't like you, you've almost lost without a win.
And I think a great way to wrap it up is with Tia215. Jesse, I know when it's almost the weekend for you because you've thrown on a jean shirt. And that's right. So we're going to continue.
A jean shirt.
But Joe Richardson, Mauricio Padilla, Nina,
He's relaxed. Friday means Blue Jean Day. I need to start doing that.
My wife, I love you. I'll see you later. Really appreciate everybody. We're going to continue to do these lunchtime shows for you every single day of this trial, particularly with your panelists, particularly with your audio equipment. We want to give you as much transparency in this case as possible. We want to break it down for you as quickly as possible, and really appreciate the support and questions. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
So they're gonna go back to outside the courthouse, but maybe I may start doing that on Friday. Wear a denim shirt on Friday or a denim jacket. Let y'all know it's Friday. That is so good. That lemon water. Jane, I am like a robot. I'm getting the guy comfortable. Jane, we're eating sushi and kebab. What do you mean? You turned into another person, Jane, a person who can't just do. Jane, you know what? I'm going to pause them so we can read them. Although this is live outside. Jane, I don't want to sour the mood. AUSA. Why don't you want to sour the mood? Jane cries. I just don't want my partner unhappy with me. AUSA. Do you need a break? Jane. No, I'm okay. AUSA. What happened next? If you're ready to tell us. And this is what this is coming from Inner City Press. This information live. Sean gave him a condom. Remember yesterday we talked about how Jane wanted the worker, the SEX worker, the wing. That is a good description, the wing. Okay. Thank you, Terry. Now, remember yesterday, Jane wanted the sex worker to wear a condom, right? And the diddler said no. And she could understand why not. Because, but that's him saying two people that's doing this here, they can't make a decision on whether they want to protect themselves from any. She may protect herself from getting pregnant. She may protect herself from diseases or whatever, or his stuff coming all out, all over her, all inside of her. She may not want that, right? But the diddler letting them know you can't use one. What if that male, like I said yesterday, happy that she brought that up because he want her to use one too. I mean, not her, but he want to use one too. But then the diddler is directing and doing all the coaching and pacing around. Don't want them to. It's like, how can you control? Oh my Lord, that's the same. No, I ain't gonna say it, but that's the same. Oh, that's too much control. They let him get this control. You, like Kat said at the very beginning, I'm not blaming none of the witnesses, but at the very beginning, you got to tell the man no. You don't tell Diddy no, you had just lost. You had just lost. You have to establish that in the very beginning. No, I'm not doing that. And every time he asks, no, then that's when he's going to start asking, throwing money at you to do it. No. No matter what you ask. He asked, no. And then no matter how much money, no. Because then he know he can buy you. If he can buy you that first time by paying your rent, that's a form of buying you. That's a form of control. When he can pay your rent, he can buy you. He can control you. He telling you what you cannot use while you're performing sex with a stranger. He's controlling you. Gosh, y'all better see this stuff. Sean gave him a condom, but then walked away. I guess he don't like it. He just got pissed. He was so disappointed. The guy finished. I couldn't remember where. AUSA. What's next? Jane. The man left. We switched rooms to a bigger suite. AUSA. What then? Sean was more loving. He was in a celebratory mood. But anyway, they did, during the testimony this week, they did talk about how they changed rooms. They changed rooms a lot. They may start out in one room because they trash that room. Then then he'll move to a new room. And then trash that room because this stuff goes on for up to 3 to 4 days long. So when the rooms get trashed, they'll move to a new room, and then have the cleanup man George Kaplan or somebody like that, or Capricorn or whoever would come and clean that room up. Then before the hotel staff have to do the cleaning. Okay, so can y'all still hear me? Oh, Jane said he had cake there and balloons. Then Sky came. AUSA. Any talk? Jane said no. It was just hours and hours of that. Pleasing this guy, doing so much, just doing all of it. Foreplay. Things I know my partner wants to see. Going back and forth. It was morning. And they did say that. Thank you. Thank you guys, Terry and Renita. They did say you know, oh, I was watching this video of this interview, and people sometimes pop up at Diddy's house in the morning. I heard this on several other people say, you can go to his house at 9 o'clock in the morning. He's still having a party going on. 7 o'clock in the morning, a party is still going on. Who, like Cat Williams said, the man loved the party. And you got to say, no, you can't party like that. He partied for days on end. And he have all these people to cover up for him. They're the ones that do all this dirty work and cover up for him. That's what, oh, I missed that one. Okay. He looked sweaty. This is Jane. I missed that one, just went by. He looked sweaty. He didn't look nice. He had smelly, he kind of smelled AUSA. What did you do, Jane? I tried to make it work. I tried to seduce him with my body. He just kept sweating so much. I looked at my partner. I'm not feeling this. I was in lingerie and heels. So I don't know, why is he sweating? Maybe maybe something he just took got him hot. Where he's sweating a lot. Jane, I took a liking to Paul. I was more comfortable. I thought he was handsome and nice, and he had a warm energy. AUSA, did you want to have sex with him? Jane, no, but I had to have sex with someone, I guess. It was not so bad with Paul. That is so sickening, where you have to. It's not like you're a woman on the street, that you are a prostitute on the street. You see what I'm saying? But you got to do this to make this man happy. Give your body to somebody that you don't even want to give it to in front of him just to make him happy. Oh my God, this is sickening. This is sickening. AUSA. Then what? Jane. Sean told me to look at the man's private parts, but it wasn't happening. Sean told him no worries, and the man left. USAA. Then what? Jane. Sean told me he had someone else coming. Paul. I was blindfolded. Sean wanted me to touch him. Oh my God. Because Paul could not do it. Sometimes, as a man, you when you got another man and you're not a man that likes other men, and you got a man walking around pacing and got his thing hanging out, and he got it all in his hands, and he's trying to tell you what to do and how to do it and telling her what to do, it'll turn you off. Regardless of whether you're getting paid. And you get turned off, you get frustrated. And so if that thing ain't getting up, it ain't getting up. But that's okay. Diddy got somebody else on this way. If you can't fulfill that need, if he can't do it, oh, that's okay. I got somebody else coming for you. You see what I'm saying? Oh my God. AUSA, what was he wearing? Jane, nothing. Sean said, do you want to taste it? Oh my Lord. Soon as one man leaves, then he want to stick his thing in your mouth. Talking about, do you want to taste? Can a woman have a break? Wouldn't you get tired of that all day, every day? You don't get no sleep? Oh my God. This is enough to drive you insane. I said, I'm not feeling this. Oh, he don't care whether you're feeling it. You're going to taste it or you're going to get it. AUSA. What did Sean do? Jane, he laid me down and started having sex with me. AUSA. Where was the man? Jane, hovering over me. He was sweating on me. Oh, Lord. Guys, do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear this? Where was the man? He was hovering over me. He was sweating on her. While the diddler has got her laying on the bed having sex with her. And then the other man that he called standing over. I guess he wanted to make sure he knowing him, he was probably trying to get him some of it. But probably wanting to stick it in her mouth. This is sick, guys. This is really, really sick. Okay. What happened, Jane? He was cute and sweet. He was nervous too. It was my first time. First time what? Jane, contacting an adult film star. I had told him it was me and my partner. He said, fine. AUSA. What hotel? Oh my God. He and called another sex worker, a porn star at that. He and got her a porn star. I guess he could figure since the sex worker couldn't get it right, I'm going to get somebody that know how to get it right. Yo, I know. Shake your head. Just shake your head. Shake your head on this here. You got to shake your head on this. Whoo, Lord. Okay. Still live now. AUSA. He showed you his genitals. Not just the wee-wee, but everything, I guess. The bouncing balls, the wee-wee, everything. Hi, Sharon. Hello, Miss Pinkie in the Housewife chat. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, too. So, I guess he showed it all. The wee-wee and the balls, the juggling balls. Yes. Jane said yes. And I was casting from my phone to Sean's television. What if that man didn't want you to do that? What if that man said, no, you can't videotape me? Because I got a whole family at home too. I do this, but I can't take a chance that this may be shown everywhere. AUSA, how did you get Sky from Atlanta to LA? Oh, okay. How did you get this person from Atlanta to LA? Is that transportation of an sex worker? Rico, Puerto Rico. Okay. Jane, I told Sean I would arrange his flight. I booked it online on Expedia. Sean paid me back. Oh, she booked it online through Expedia, his flight. She paid for it and then Sean paid her back. That's Puerto Rico, guys. That's a good example of RICO, crossing state lines for the sole purpose of engaging in sex, prostitution. Ooh, that's AUSA. Where else did Sky meet? Jane. Where else did you meet Sky? Jane said, the Trump Hotel. Okay. The Trump Hotel is in New York. That's A said that. Jane said, yes. I would book his flight from Atlanta. Okay, now she ain't talking about one flight now. That was when I first read the first statement. That was the first time that she ever met him. Now, this is going on as a recurring, booking his flights from Atlanta. And this time they're in New York at the Trump Hotel, right? So she said, yes, I will book his flight from Atlanta, AUSA, and you paid him afterwards. There it is, guys. There it is right there. There it is. There it is right there. Check mark. Check mark. You got to do that. Check mark. There it is right there. There, it's right there, guys. Check mark. Check mark. Check. I'm going to give a big Sharpie check mark. Check mark. There it is right there. That's a form. That's racketeering. That's a RICO. RICO already been proved right there. So Jane Doe, that's on the stand today, which is Friday, June 6th, just proved racketeering. Just proved the part was not racketeering, just proved. Let me pull it up. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. Transportation to engage in prostitution. Right there. Right there at the bottom. SEX trafficking. Oh, and then racketeering conspiracy. Oh, I don't care what nobody else say. To me, in my opinion, check mark. That's been proven. Check mark. Oh, what do you all think? Do you all think this have been proven? Jane just laid it out. Jane just laid this out. I mean, she just laid it out. She just laid it out. Yes, she did. Can't get no clearer than that. If it gets any clearer than that, you won't see it. Jane just laid this out. And this is, we're showing live from the White House, but I slowed it down so I can read off the things coming out of the courtroom from the inner city press. Okay. So where did we just stop at? Okay. I don't know, but maybe somewhere in here. Okay. Well, let me just say, where else did you meet him? Jane, the Trump Hotel. ASUS, the Trump Hotel in New York. Jane said, yes, I will book his flights from Atlanta. So if he's now going from Atlanta to New York, first it was Atlanta to LA. That's Atlanta to LA. Now it's Atlanta to New York to the Trump Hotel. Y'all, I need my fan. Okay. Jane said yes. Okay. To Atlanta. AUSA said and you paid him afterwards? Jane said yes. $2,000 to $4,000. $2,000 to $4,000. So anywhere between $2,000 to $4,000 this man would get. AUSA said, where from? And then that's when they said objections. Guys. Okay, Jane, it was the routine. Everything is a routine. Everything is a routine. The oils will come out. I'll be in a uniform. I'll dance. Then SEX, AUSA asked, what was Sean doing? Jane, masturbating. Can this man just ever have normal SEX with a woman in bed without all the baby oil? The oils would come out. Can he just have normal stuff with a person without the baby oil coming out? I don't think he know what doing something without the baby oil means. I have, oh Lord, okay. She said the oils will come out and I'll be in a uniform. I'm dancing. Then SEX. And then they asked what Sean was doing. She said masturbating. AUSA. Then who invited him the next time? Jane, I did. I would suggest Shy. He was familiar to me. Oh, I don't blame her. If you got to keep doing this stuff, and this is part of a job to you, part of your job to be with Sean because his girlfriend, and you got to do this here. If you're gonna have to do this all the time, just keep the same, just call the same person over and over. Because all these different men, oh my God. Okay. Jane, I was like SEXing. I was like SEXing, FaceTime, and screen sharing to Sean's TV. I told Sky and Alton I was alone so they would feel comfortable. So she wasn't alone. Sean was right there watching everything and doing everything because she was sending it to his TV. And I bet she was in the other room watching everything and probably still dictating everything. Probably told exactly how he wanted to lay down and do this and do that before they even came into the room. But this time, it seems like two men, Anton and Sky. So she told him so they would feel comfortable. AUSA, did you ask Sky and Anton to send you pictures of their genitals? Jane, yes. Sean wanted them. He would say, get it. Oh my God. It's almost, let me just tell you, in my opinion, it's almost like he wanted to have those men. He lusts. It's almost, in my opinion, that the diddler lusts over men's body stuff down there. Their stuff in their pants. He lusts for it. He want it. He want to see it. He'd probably be licking his phone when he see it. Or when she's have it cast to his TV, he'd probably get up there and licking its TV. Oh my God. He'd probably be sitting up when nobody's paying him no attention, sitting up somewhere, just looking at him over and over, sitting up in this before he go to bed at night, before he eat breakfast in the morning. You know what creeped me out one time? I saw this video of him in French, Montana. French, Montana was having breakfast with him at Sean's place. I think it was his place. But Sean walking around in a white robe, and French, Montana sitting at the table with no shirt on. And Sean treating him like that's his girlfriend. Just my opinion. That's the opinion I got from it. They was acting like boyfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend. Sean didn't care. I think this was to show French Montana, I'm over you. I can control you. And I thought that was the weirdest thing. French act like he was scared to say anything sitting at that table with no shirt on. And it was morning time. My thoughts. I'm scared for all these people. There is no telling what type of STND they have. Some of that stuff takes a while to show up in the blood system, blood work. That is true. You are exactly right about that, my thoughts. I think about that all the time. All these different people. And he don't want nobody to use a condom. That won't make him happy. He acts like a brat. Oh, I got to lay the room because you want a condom. Ooh, my Lord. He acts like a 10-year-old. 10-year-olds act better than that. Okay. AUSA. Did Anton and Sky ever send you photos of their genitals when you were not with Sean? Jane said, yes. I was polite and fictitious, but not as flirtatious. I was polite and flirtatious, but not as flirtatious as when I was with Sean. So when she's with Sean, she have to act like, ooh, I like this, and probably and rub on herself just to make him think she really liking these dingling pics and nuts, balls and dinglings. Oh, but it's hard to act like that when you're in a relationship with this man, and then that you think you are in a relationship with this man, and then you're getting dingling and nutty pics from other men, and you really not really into them, but that's your job. That's your job. You have to put on the act. You have to act out for your job, and that may not even be what you want to do, or that's not turning you on, or that's not what you do. That's not part of your personality. But you have to do these sadistic things just to please this. I ain't gonna say it. So she did receive them when Sean wasn't around. They would send them to her. AUSA, did you ever see Anton Sky in person without Sean? No, because she won't. If she ever do, that's asking for somebody to beat you down and give you a hard beat down kick, pull you and punch you by your hair. That woman ain't crazy. Because you know what somebody like him would do, a narcissist like him would do. Okay, it's a USA. Are there these your texts with Sky? Let me show you. Text not shown on the exhibit screen in the gallery. So I guess not in the overflow room. I guess they're only showing those if you're in the courtroom, but not in the other room outside, the overflow room. Jane, I was asking for explicit photos or videos from him. That's what my partner wanted. AUSA. Why did Sky say? What did Sky say? He said, I'm down. Ooh. I mean, y'all see what he is, don't you? I'm talking about the diddler. Y'all see that? This woman is telling you the same thing that he would get from Cassie. The same thing he would get from all of them. These, okay. So having Jane Doe, Jane on the stand, she goes by Jane Doe, but Jane is not her name. That's a pseudonym that she's using to protect her identity. Okay. And have I figured out who she is? Yes. Am I 100% sure about that? Yes. Would I let you all know? I cannot do that. I would not break that confidentiality, although I don't have that clause. But me being a content creator, I would not tell who she is. But I do know who she is. By all the because when I'm not live, I do a lot of looking into things, research on this trial. I try to get my mind, I get as much information that I can, and who she is. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Now she have proven to me. She proved the transportation. She improved the XEX trafficking, proved the transportation to engage in prostitution, and she improved the racketeering conspiracy. All three to me. She proved that he was using his business empire, all the businesses that he had, to run his criminal organization. What did you, this is AUSA. What did you say, Jane? I wrote, I'm touching myself. Then what's your full name and date of birth? AUSA. Why that, Jane? To book his travel. AUSA. What did you write? Jane, she's booking. Jane was November the 9th, 2021, the flight. Now, let me just say this. We all know Jane, allegedly, which is the name that she's going by to protect her identity, Jane Doe or Jane, that she is not paying for this man to fly back and forth off off the money that she makes. She's not taking her living wage to pay for somebody to fly back and forth to engage in sex with her that she really don't want to be doing that to. It's not coming out of her paycheck. If she do book it, the diddler pays her back. And that is coming, that's part of that criminal enterprise that he is using his company. Let me see, do I still have that court paper? His company, I still have them as a criminal enterprise. Let me just pull this off. Let me see what page that's on. Okay, let me see. Okay, it says the purpose of Combs Enterprise. The purpose of Combs Enterprise include the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, a television network, and media company. Sean, I'm going to read this first page. Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka I was going to say Diddler. No, it's not Diddler in here. PD and everything, aka Love and everything else that you all call him. Some people call him Dirty Diddy, but it's not on here. And some people call him the Diddler, like me. That's not on here either. But operate his business headquarters at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, Combs Global, the Combs Business, Combs Entities, and the Combs Business include, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, apparel line, alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, a television network, media company. The Combs Enterprise, number 6 on page 3, from at least in or about 2008, there on or about the date of the time of this filing indictment, Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, PD, Brother Love, everything that you want to call him, the defendant and other known and unknown, and was members and associates of a criminal organization. A criminal. That's what it says right here. A criminal organization. A criminal organization. The Combs Enterprise or the Enterprise, members and associates of Combs Enterprise engage in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, as the trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offense, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Okay? Y'all, when you receive these explicit images, were you alone, Jane? Yes. I sent a Blender message. Then he texted me in April 2022. Hello, beautiful. How's your day? Oh, he's just trying to suck you in to do something. When he asked that like that. AUSA. Why did Jess book the flight? Now, who is Jess? Why did Jess book the flight? Who is Jess? I need to write that down. Who is Jess? So I can find out who this person is. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh Lord, I'm in some pain. Just moving like that. That pain is hitting. Oh. What oh Lord, y'all don't know how much pain I'm in right now. Just moving my body to do this. Okay. Who is Jess? Okay. Who is Jess? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna find out who is Jess, okay? Even if I have to do some snooping and duping. Looking around and finding out, okay? Why did Jess book the flight? Jess, I was too high. Okay, she was too high to book the flight. So now we got another person, other said company, that's working for Diddy, that's doing things for Diddy, of the criminal enterprise, Bad Boy Records, and every company that falls up under that, and every company associated with him, okay? Jess, because she was too high to book the flight. I was too high. He's the best entertainer. So Jess is a male. He's a man. And I'm going to write this down so I'll remember. Okay? Got to remember. Okay. I'm putting book flight. So book flight for Jane. Because Jane was too high. Okay. AUSA, other entertainments. Other entertainers. Jane, Paul, and Dunn. Sean coordinated others. So now we got other entertainers popping up. And okay, other entertainments, Paul and Dunn. So we got two more. We got Paul and Dunn. And these are other entertainers. Oh my God. Okay. Paul and Dunn. And then you got Jess here. And this is all with Jane. Okay. So Paul and Dunn, Sean's coordinated others, AUSA, between May 2021 and October 2023. How often were the hotel nights? Jane, often, every week, every other week. AUSA, after February 2024, my voice is leaving. After February 2024, where did this happen? Jane, 2-star in LA. 2-star is 2-star Island, guys. 2-star Island. That's where Holmes have his other home in Florida. 2-star Island, okay? And then LA. Y'all hear? So, AUSA, did you choose? You know Jane ain't gonna choose. He ain't gonna let nobody else. That's like a narcissist. I'm gonna let you choose. No, they don't. If they do, they may ask, let's go to the Trump hotel. And you say, yeah, that sounds good. He's letting you choose. But you're not choosing. He just suggested where y'all gonna go. And what you said, no, that's you're still gonna go. Okay. Who did who did you choose? Sky, William. Sky and William. I called him Chef. He had a passion for cooking. AUSA. Where were you and Sean Dunn? Oh no, what were you and Sean Dunn? I barely glanced at that. Jane, having XEX on that drug, y'all know that drug that he tend to use. We started talking about Sky's size. Ooh. Oh, Sean was acting all flirtatious about it. I don't know what to say. All I just want to do is hide my face. They are talking about Sean. They are talking about the man's size. His wing size. And Sean was acting all flirtatious about it. So you got Sean talking about this man's size. Better make it, kind of make it bigger, thicker, longer. So Sean, and he was getting all flirtatious about it. He probably would. Oh my God. So now we got another one called William. These people are, and remember, she only wanted just to have one. She only just wanted to deal with one person. And I think that person was Sky in the very beginning. Or I think it was Sky. If I'm off on the name, was it Sky? I think it was. If not, somebody put it in the chat. But anyway, so okay, make sure y'all hit that like button. But then Sean acting all flirtatious about it. Ooh, I guess he was getting all turned on about that. Hang on. AUSA, where did you give Sean? Where did you give Sean the package? Jane, in the bathroom of the star, 2-star. In the bathroom of 2-star. He opened it, and then I saw colorful pills. I assumed. Is this where some drugs are being handed over from person to person? I assumed, but AUSA, I don't want you to assume. You got to know. Were these, you got to know. Did you take the pills? Jane, yes. For a hotel night, it was, you know what? The ECSTASY. I don't know, should I say the name? But if you don't know what something is, don't be taking something you don't know what it is. Because a lot of this stuff can give you pneumonia. And I'm not a doctor, but too many people get pneumonia. I don't know whether they get it where they give them a shot to give them pneumonia, or they have a pill that you take and all of a sudden you just start developing pneumonia. Or that may be something that may unalive you. So why would you take something you're not sure what it is, you don't know? If this man can do all these things to you, you never know when he may get tired of you and just say, today is going to be your last day breathing today. You may not be able to breathe no more. AUSA, did you ever carry drugs for Sean? Jane said yes. From LA to Miami. KK told me. Oh, now this is putting KK back at the center of the crime. This is putting KK back at the center. KK keeps being brought up, and people want to know, will KK is his right-hand woman. Her name is Christina Crum. A lot of times, if Diddy is not there to give the word to somebody, or the okay, it's KK that does that. That was her job. She ran Diddy's life. She was the runner of his life. She didn't control his life. He controlled her. And she had to control making sure his life runs smoothly. That's what I mean by running his life. Her job was to make sure his life run smooth. If it's not smooth, they got a problem. That means y'all, the people that's not letting it run smoothly, y'all got a problem. And that problem can be in the form of a lot of different things. Screaming at you, throwing things at you, cussing you out, firing you, making you do this, making you do that, kicking and punching. You never know what that may lead to. You've been kicked out of a job. You may be blackballed. You may be embarrassed. He may embarrass you in front of everybody. You know? And the kicking and the beating don't have to be in private. It could be in front of a lot of people, and nobody's going to reach out to help. Say, can you stop? Only person that ever did that was Prince. Prince stopped him from beating Cassie at one point. And then Dante Nash, he did it with the help of Mia, when they jumped on the Diddy's back. The Dipper's back when he was beating and stomping Cassie, trying to get the Dipper off Cassie when he was attacking and beating her. Okay? So this puts KK at the scene of one of the, I have to keep bringing it up. I'm going to show you. We just got it. When we talked about the SCX, trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, there we got it. Racketeering conspiracy. There we go. KK, hello to you today. Your name just got called again. KK, you need to, KK, you need to tell them what you know. I don't know what happened. It's after 2. TNT, babysitting. I'll be back in and out. Okay, thank you, TNT. I know you will. Thank you. Take care of the baby. I'm going to have to be getting off here too anyway, soon. But let me just read this. Did you ever carry drugs for Sean? And she said yes. But she brought up, KK told me I had security comes out and give you the package. I asked, is it safe and okay? AUSA. What did KK tell you, Jane? She said, it's fine. I do it all the time. Oh my God. What KK said, it's fine. She do it all the time. That means she carries his drugs for him all the time. I guess he's making them into drug dealers now. Certified drug dealer. That's all I got to see. That's a certified drug dealer. During the break, Combs and animated conversation with his attorneys. Talking with his hands. He probably saying, no. That means if he's talking with his hands, he's expressive. Okay, so they're on break right now. Oh my God. Tell me, guys. Tell me. What do you all think? Okay. I'm going to catch this video up, bring it up to, and see where it's at right now. Because we slowed it down so that live down so we can see what was going on. I'm going to just let you see what's going on outside this courtroom right quick. And for a second, here it is here, guys. What's going on outside the courtroom. I brought it up to speed, up, so it's not behind, because I only had it behind so we can go over all the little red and white, the red bulletin board here, points. Okay, Inner City Press is going over the stuff we already read over. Just showing the slides from before they took a break. These are the same things we just got through reading over before they took a break. So basically, we are not missing anything. He's just presenting the slides before they went on break. Okay, guys? So I did have one more video for you all to watch. That was, let me see, can I find it? Get it for you. Okay. Whew. Tell me that wasn't something. Tell me. Oh, my Lord. Now, remember, Jane, I want y'all to remember this. Jane was one of Diddy's ex-girlfriends. Jane Doe was one of Diddy's ex-girlfriends. Okay? And that's who testimony we just got through going over is Jane Doe. Jane, in other words, she go by Jane instead of Jane Doe. But Jane or Jane Doe, that's a synonym that she's using to protect her identity. That is not her government or real name. She's using that name to protect her identity. Okay? Now, because she is one of Diddy's ex, that's how I know who she is. But I would not be telling anybody who she is. That's how I figured it out. Okay? Okay. Let me see. More bombshell testimony from an alleged SEX trafficking victim of Sean Diddy Combs is suspected on day 18 of the hip hop mogul's federal SEX trafficking trial. And we already went through that. A network of prostitutions was available for free calls. Jane testified. She said Sean Combs eventually started recruiting porn stars to join the session. And that's what we just got through talking about, guys. Jane, who is testifying under the name to protect her identity, said she reached out to at least 2 adult film stars, including one named Chef, because he worked as a private cook on the side. Ooh, he couldn't cook nothing for me being with these folks. Because in my opinion, I think disease run rapid. You know what I mean? The disease run rapid. She said she began suggesting Combs hire porn stars rather than prostitutes so she can have sex with men she was familiar with rather than strangers. I guess you watch their videos. I don't know. When Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey asked Jane why she acted cute and bubbly with a particular porn star, the witness said, because he was familiar with me, because he felt like a safe option. And I guess the kids are coming to court dressed like, come, I'm going to bring this picture up. Let y'all see this picture, okay? I'm going to let y'all see this picture. If you can, it won't let me blow it up. But I'm going to, they come into court. In a way, I think they come into court, they dress a little like the dad. I'm going to show it to you. And y'all tell me what you think, okay? You tell me what you think they dressing like dear old pops, or they dressing like dear old pops because he's getting so much flack about his clothing. Huh? Y'all tell me. Okay, let me bring it up for you. And I'll describe the what they have on at the bottom. It's his two sons. I just dumped it here, so I'm just looking for where did I dump it off at. Give me 1 second, guys. I just dumped that picture. I did. Oh. I just did it so fast. I put it in the wrong place. Okay. Okay. So it's supposed to be in here now. Oh, here it is. I see it. And y'all tell me whether they're dressing like the daddy right here. What do y'all think? Are they dressing like the dear old daddy right there? What they have on at the bottom, let me tell you right now. Okay. The one, his twin, the one that looks just like him, he got this the shirt, that little sweater, vest with the beanie cap, then the white button down. But he have on some khaki pants, the same color khaki pants to match the sweater and the hat. Okay. Now the other son with the glasses on got on that blue sweater with a white button down under it. But I think his pants are black. They look black. Well, they could be navy, but they look black to me. Okay. So that's what I mean. They're dressing like the daddy. So that's Christian to the left and Justin Combs on the right. This is today. That's how they was dressed today. Okay. Homeboys dressing like they daddy today. Maybe it was dress down day, where you can dress down, and that if you dress down, then you can dress like your daddy. Y'all want to see it one more time? That's them. Okay. Just thought y'all may want to see that. Sean twice asked Jane to bring a package of drugs from California to Miami in her checked luggage. So that's transporting drugs. transporting drugs. Hello, Alice. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming so much. So they are transporting drugs, okay? That's exactly what they're doing. Let me see, can I enlarge this some kind of way? Just give me 1 second. No, let me just see, can I just bring it up for you? Y'all see that? Sean Combs twice asked Jane to bring a package of drugs from California to Miami in her checked luggage. That's from one state to another state. If anybody else do that and they catch you, what do you think will happen to you? You're going to jail. You're going to get some time for that. But Jane said she was uncomfortable with the idea. But a member of Combs still told her she often carried those drugs. And that person we know is KK, because KK, remember when we was doing this? Wait, let me bring that back up for you. Remember when we was going over this in the red box, okay? KK has said that in this red box, KK told her it's okay because she doesn't carry his drugs for him. And I can't believe you just carrying his drugs. You got to distribute it to him. You see what I'm saying? I'll try to go back and see, can I find that? But it was KK. KK told her that she does it all the time. Just because you do it all the time, that don't mean it's right. And that don't mean I should do it, because I may end up in jail somewhere. You see what I'm saying? You don't do what somebody else do. You get locked up. He probably never get you. You end up like Shine, locked up. But you see what I'm saying? You may end up like Shine, locked up for 10 years for a crime. You for pow, a woman in the face that you had nothing to do with that. Who had something to do with that was the person that carried the gun in the pow in the place, in their purse, which was J-Lo and Diddy, allegedly, who did the shoot, the pow. So it was J-Lo and Diddy. Shine had nothing to do with it, but he spent 10 years of his life locked up for a crime he did not commit. And it started going south when everybody started pointing the finger at Shine so he can take the rap. But by the time he realized what was going on, it was too late. Next thing you know, he's going down for 10. And the Diddley never came to visit him during the entire time. And you think Diddy apologized to him? No, he never apologized to Cassie. Remember? He never said an apology. When he did that apology video, telling everybody he was sorry for what he did and everything, he never once said, Cassie, I'm sorry. Let me see, can I find that sorry video that he did? Yeah, he never once told Cassie. He said it to everybody but Cassie. He told everybody he was sorry but Cassie. So how do you think that made her feel? Oh Lord, I thought it was. Let me just put something. I just came across something. Let me just put it. Okay. Let me just bring that up right quick, because that didn't make no sense. And then we're going to be ending because it's 2:20. We're going to get off here. And any other updates from this trial? Wait now. Somebody's talking about what's going on at the trial. Let me bring it up for y'all to see, okay? I want y'all to see it too. Here it is, right here.
Escort, boom, and now him, and then said me and my partner will begin to make love. So they said, did you wipe off the sperm? I mean the semen or whatever? Why did they say no, we just left it there? Jesus, take my hand. I said I can't do it out to my Jesus. I said I can't do it out to my Jesus. I said I can't do it out to my Jesus. Yo, go, listen to me. Escort, boom, and now him, and then said me and my partner will begin to make love. So they said, did you wipe off the sperm? I mean the semen or whatever? Why did they say no, we just left it there?
Oh, that's just nasty. Just left it there. That's just nasty. Some people just nasty. I'm serious. Okay, guys, it's 2:21. I did want to bring up that sorry apology video. But I can't. No, instead of that, let me bring this up because I think everybody needs to hear this video. Okay? The reason why I think everybody needs to hear this video here, because you got to remember when that psychologist came on the stand, what did she say? If you don't remember what she said, we're getting ready to go over it right now.
They're victims. It isn't that the victims.
Oh no, that's not her. This one is what's his name? Well, anyway, here it is. Here we go.
They're victims. It isn't that the victims attract that kind of person.
Oh, I forgot to bring it up for y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Here it is.
They're victims. It isn't that the victims attract that kind of person. It's that the predators find those people that they can exploit, that they can victimize. They seek them out. They cut them out of the crowd, isolate them, and victimize them. And the number one tool of the abuser is isolation. And so they will carve these people out from their family, their friends, their church, their community, and gaslight them and give them information that, look, I'm the only one you can trust. I'm the only one you can believe. Nobody would want you but me. You've got to come back to me. And in lonely moments, they'll oftentimes cave and go back to where they have felt some kind of connection, even though it was oftentimes a painful connection. And here you see clear abuse, and you have heard them say, this tape is indefensible. His conduct was indefensible. There's no question about that. Why? Because he's not charged with domestic violence. They can admit domestic violence here because when they get to the jury room, they're not going to be asked, do you find him guilty of domestic violence? So they're attempting to buy credibility by admitting that he did something wrong. But in the final analysis, they won't be asked. They're victims. It isn't.
Okay, that's what I want y'all to hear that, because all these women are victims. Okay, he seeked them out. Okay, he want them to think y'all came to me and wanted to date me, and he love bombed them. But he had Cassie. He was dating Cassie and Jane at the same time. And that's all I'm going to say about Jane, because I'm not going to give up her identity. Okay? So guys, it's 2 hours and 24 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end the live. I will be doing a short live later on at the end of the day. The court is already over. It's 2:03 now. But I will do a pre-recorded video at later on this evening, tonight sometime after everything is settled, so you all can know what's going on. Anything else breaking, I will be bringing that. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. And Alice, make sure you do the replay. Make sure you do the replay. Anybody else that missed some of it, make sure you all do the replay, please. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And you all know how we do it when we get ready to leave. Thank you, guys.
I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn.